should also mention that Liverpool officially bid 35 million for Mark Guehi today. It was confirmed by David Ornstein. But then Crystal Palace came back and said, no, we want 35 plus 5 in add-ons plus 10% sell-on fee. Liverpool have now gone back to the drawing board to work out, is it worth it? I think once you come this far, you have to pay that extra 5 million in add-ons, right? It's not guaranteed, those add-ons. But how do you think this one ends? I mean, we heard Oliver Glasner in his press conference yesterday saying it just can't happen. We cannot allow Mark Guehi to leave. They are looking at bringing a replacement in from Liga, which I think would have happened with or without Guehi. But do Liverpool get their man?
They probably will. I mean, we've been looking at their defence, and I know when I speak to a lot of Liverpool fans, they say, you know, Konate, as much as they love him, he's got a few mistakes in him. Virgil van Dijk needs someone else who's...
Can't do it all on himself.
Yeah. So I think one thing about Arne Slot that I always like is he's very proactive. He can kind of see where the weaknesses are. And... Mark Guehi is a fantastic centre-back. It's just a shame on Crystal Palace's side, with everything that's happened, they've lost a lot of their key players. Do you know what I mean? Not playing in Europe, or where they should be playing in Europe. And just coming to the end of the transfer window, you're losing your captain. That's a big miss. I don't know how they're going to bounce back from that. But Liverpool are the title holders, so they can kind of choose and pick whoever they want. Yeah. You know, but it would be a great signing.
Yeah, I think it gets done as well. Simply because if Liverpool go into the season with Van Dijk, but then Konate and Joe Gomez were both injury prone, that's asking for trouble. Yeah. Guehi is a top defender. I really like him. Yeah. And also the +5, it's like, all right, if you get the +5s, then you're happy anyway, because they're probably conditional. Like if he makes X amount of appearances, etc., you don't mind it. And the 10% sell-on fee, you know, like you're not bringing Guehi with the thought of later selling him for a profit. That's not what you're bringing Guehi in for. So I don't think that really
is that them thinking, oh, we've won this negotiation because guess what, we're getting a 10%.
I've seen that a lot now. Yeah,
have 20%. Not, like you say, we're not going to sell him for 70 mil in 3-4 years.
Exactly. But you never know.
Giovanni Leone as well, though.
Oh, of course, 6 foot, very young,
6'5".
Yeah, 6 foot giant.
Yeah,
dealt with Romelu
big money for.
He did,
yeah.
Bullied him up.
Yeah.
So let us know in the chat. Do Liverpool get Mark Guehi? We'll touch on Alexander Isak now before we get into the game tomorrow as well, because there was a fake news report today, allegedly, from Viaplay in Norway, that said Liverpool have agreed the fee of 130 million. Dominic King, a very trusted Liverpool journalist, came out and said this is not true. Did Liverpool get him as well before the end of the window? And we are talking about a window that closes in just shy now 48 hours. 46 hours it goes closed. I feel like it's a grey cloud, as we were saying about the whole of Newcastle. They just kind of want it all done and dusted, isn't it? Eddie Howe, you look at his face in the post-conference, he's done. He just wants to get on with the team that the players that he's been given. But it's unfortunate because they've longed it out. Within that time, they could have gone into the market and actually bought some more players. I know they've got Voltemade. He's very good, by the way. Very, very good. Good feet. He kind of reminds me of like... I don't want to say it because people will start getting onto me. He's like the stature of Ibrahimovic. I knew you were going to say
no, it's true though. It's true.
He's still got good feet.
He's still got good feet. You know what I mean? So
Ekitike is kind of the same.
Yeah, similar.
He is, but Ekitike is a bit more quicker. I think he's got more agility compared to him, but he's still a very good player. So it'd be interesting to see how he does at Newcastle. I think it would be a great fit for him. But I think again, Liverpool, they've been wanting him. Isak, he made it very clear who he wanted from day one. That's one thing I can't take from him. He stood on business to the point where I'm like, right. So it'll be a fantastic. It'll be good to see.
Still got this on the screen.
Oh, come on.
Just sorry to interrupt you.
It's all right, mate. It's all right, man.
But come on. You got to move on with the graphics.
They haven't updated it. They ain't updated it.
It's got to be Liverpool in there.
Man City's champion when they won it before Liverpool did the season before.
So we're Saturday 8:30 right now.
Yep.
Like I said, 46 odd hours, 45 and a half until the window closes. I mean, you've got tomorrow, which is a Sunday, and then it shuts at 7 o'clock on Monday. This is going to happen on the last day. And will it go down then as maybe one of the most dramatic transfer deadline day dealings ever?
Most obviously.
Especially because of what's come before it for the last 2 months.
The amount of it. You don't see that. 130 million on deadline day.
And also, bro literally moved out of Newcastle. Like, he didn't just not turn up to training. Man said, I'm leaving my yard in Newcastle. Like,
I heard there was a not 100% true.
Was it?
Because they did go to his house in
When
Northumberland.
was he there?
They knocked on him. And where is he? He's not even here.
Where is he?
The Saudis are coming. They're going. He's not even bloody here.
It must have been.
now.
It must have been so bad for Isak to behave and to say what he said, in the sense that the trust is broken. Whoever was in Newcastle and they promised whatever they promised to that boy, they've broken his heart, because he was literally just cutting ties. He said no.
But he's broken their hearts, and he says the promises weren't made. If you just walk away from a 3-year contract that still has 3 years on it, then you've broken the promise.
Of course.
And obviously, I was in Newcastle on Monday. The feeling that I got was just pure hatred for the
You don't like him.
Get him out right now.
You know what
Get
it
the
is
bid
as well?
in.
Like,
Alex, stop messing around.
They proper made him into like a hero. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see when they put up the whole Sweden stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they really made him like the face of Newcastle, like United. So, and also like Newcastle United, like fans in general, are very proud fans. You know what I mean? Like they love their club, and so I get it. But like, it's just, but also like, it's just we're not privy to the information. We don't know if there was a gentleman's agreement where he was said, right, if you do X, you'll get this contract. If a club comes in and bids X amount for you, we'll let you go. We don't really know what's going on there, but it's ugly either way.
I think Isak went 0 to 100 straight away. Though. Like, he didn't even give it any sort of breathing.
Right, that's it.
He didn't even go to one training session. You know?
That is crazy.
But also, it's a weird one, because I feel like if you were gonna go 100 with it, you shouldn't even not have gone 100 with it right at the start of the window, because it wasn't. It came later on.
That's what he's saying. He's like, this isn't. It's misleading for everyone to now think this is just a now thing.
He's been talking about this from back in the day.
Okay.
I told them this.
He said, no, he done well.
So do Liverpool end up with Isak?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Sadly.
And then because we've all said Guehi comes now as well, is that now the best transfer window of any team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think yes.
No,
yes.
I'm sorry, but
get Isak and
it's already on the brink of being the best.
It depends. If you lot go on to win it,
turn up though.
If you lot go on to win the title, then I can come back and revisit it.
Now it looks good.
Yeah,
but it's what.
Because a lot of the teams have addressed their weaknesses, isn't it? So for me, I can say from Arsenal, I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, this could be one of the best. This is one of the best windows I've seen. If we win it though, it would be amazing in history. I'll say hands down. But Liverpool, they spent a lot of money. I think it's because of the amount of money you lot have spent. You've gone kind of gun ho with it. That's where we're like,
Liverpool sold they've made 200 million.
Oh you've done fantastic. You've done fantastic in that area. So to be honest,
you should try selling.
To be honest, going back to that question, no,
money.
You have had the best season because on both sides you've made profit. You've made profit. You haven't lost anything.
And people don't actually remember that in a window. They think, well, who have we brought in? But if you've made 200 million from sales, that's got to count towards a window as well.
Important to mention that last season you spent nothing. You brought in Chiesa, and that was it.
12 mil.
Mad, absolutely mad.
I don't know if you guys saw Sky Andrew did a piece on Sky Sports Top Agent, and he said we can all have gentleman's agreement, but in a multi-billion-dollar industry, it has to be in black and white. It has to be on paper, otherwise it means nothing. Of course, the player and his agent haven't really necessarily ticked all the boxes in the contract in terms of putting a release clause in there. They're kind of just saying, well, we don't want to play, we're walking away, deal with it. But I do think he eventually joins. I would love to wake up tomorrow morning before the Arsenal game. Right, I'm getting a train to Liverpool at like 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'd love to be on that train and it all just goes haywire and the bid goes in, it's accepted. I mean, can you imagine the scenes if we whack him on the bench tomorrow? Gunners will be shook.
But do you think after all of this, where you've seen kind of like his character, do you feel he could be a problem for you at Liverpool?
It's a very valid question, but I think in this situation, he's acted in this way. He's shown this side of his character to them. Would he ever do that to a team that he's desperate to join? I don't think he was ever desperate to join Newcastle. He became the hero there, and they loved him, and he loved them. And listen, in 3 years, if he wants to go to Barcelona and he throws his toys out the pram, but we've won 2 Premier Leagues with him,
that's fine.
Not bothered. Go and do your thing. And it always remains to say that if a player doesn't want to be at the club, they have to go. No matter if you're Steven Gerrard, if you're Stephen Warnock.